All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It is April 1st, 2021, and we are going to look at some of the radar. We're going to look at the rainfall totals from yesterday, and it sucked. Yet it did rain yesterday because I did turn 45 yesterday, but it was kind of a crappy day. Clouds around, and then we had the showers move in the afternoon, and they continued through the evening. And these are some of the rainfall totals that we have across our area. Nassau County got about a half an inch of rain. A little more out in Suffolk County. You'll notice some inch-plus mounts, particularly along the South Shore in Babylon and Islip there. 1.27 at the airport, Islip, and 1.09 at Gabreski Airport, 1.06 at in Manorville. So the East End definitely got more rain, which was definitely needed. Been a little dry this month, but I think we finally kind of evened things out. We're going to look at the climate report in a minute. We look at New York City, not as much rain there. Looks like only about 0.39. So the heavier rain went more over Long Island and I think over New Jersey. So you can see also the Ocean County area, Toms River, 1.16 in Toms River downtown, 1.09 at the airport, 1.27 at Whiting, Seaside, 1.35. So this is the area that got more rain, around an inch. So that area moved northeastward and then went over Long Island where the heavy rain was. So that's why we got into the heavy rain. 1.52 actually being reported in, looks like Howell there. And then as you move further north, it gets less. So you could see how the heavy rain when it was over New Jersey, and then kind of went. You can see how the rain went from the showers. There were just no thunderstorms, just some downpours from New Jersey down here, and then moved up northeastward, and then went over Suffolk County. So that's where the heavier amounts were. As far as that goes. So let's go look at the other stuff going on with the climate. As far as, well, we'll get back to this page in a minute and look at the current observations here. Let me get rid of this here. So let me get rid of those current observations. We're going to get to the current observations on this page, and I think I just closed the current observation list. So, we'll just reload that page later. That's fine. We'll just do that. So we've got the climate report coming up next. So let's look at that. All right. So let's go look at the climatological data for Central Park here. That'll be the first thing we will look at. So you will see here that we were above normal for the month as far as temperature goes for March, not surprisingly. This is the preliminary report, not the official report, because they haven't issued the official report yet. So the temperature, average monthly temperature was 45.8 at Central Park. The normal, it doesn't list the normal here. It does say that the departure from normal was 3.3 degrees, so 3.3 degrees above normal for Central Park. This tells us pretty much all we need to know. Precipitation, 3.41 inches. That is a 0.95 inches below normal. So still a little drier than normal in March for Central Park. Now let's go and look at Islip's report. And Islip's report, average monthly temperature 45.8. Still 3.3 degrees above normal. Are we looking at Islip here, or are we looking at Central Park? Okay, okay, something got screwed up there. I apologize. I didn't put Islip up here yet. Looking at Central Park, that looked way too familiar. Here we go. This is Islip. So Islip, average monthly temperature was 42.4 degrees for March. That is 3.1 degrees above normal. So, yeah, quite a warm month, again, above normal. We only had 1 month that was a little bit below normal, which was February. Typical. 3.92 inches of rain. That is 0.52 inches of rain below normal. So that is what we have at Islip. When we come up with the official climate report, we'll read it again in the next weather update. But right now, that is the preliminary data for the climate. So let's get back to what's going on right now. Looking at the observation, see lots of frost and freeze warnings because we have some cold air coming, and the temperatures have dropped quite a bit from yesterday. Actually, I'm kind of curious about yesterday's weather in New Jersey because here it was only in the 50s to around 60. You can see here, though, we've got temperatures dropping now into the 40s now. I'll put the dew point on here. So you have temperatures in the 40s, low 40s, and the dew points not that low, which is why we see some moisture around. We still have some showers and maybe even a flake or two mixed in with those showers, which wouldn't surprise me considering these temperatures that are so low like this. Let's go look at the history for them. I'm just curious to what it got up to in New Jersey yesterday because I didn't do a weather update yesterday. I took yesterday off. So, oh yeah, it got up to 68 degrees in Toms River yesterday. So a lot warmer there than it was here. Here it was only up around the high on Long Island. We'll look at Farmingdale. Yesterday was 62. So yeah, not as warm here because of that ocean wind. But you can see now we've got the northwest winds, 21 gusting to 30. Looking at the radar, we have a couple of showers, little light showers around. Nothing really. It should be drying out shortly. We shouldn't have to deal with too much more rain. Let's go look at the satellite here, and you'll see actually some clearing. So maybe we can get into some of this clearing for a little bit this afternoon, get a little sunshine in here, which would be nice. Yeah, it's been dreary the past couple of days, yesterday and today, but I do see some sun breaking out over New Jersey, so maybe we'll get a little sunshine a little later. So let's go look at the models, and we will take a look. And I have the 12Z GFS here to look at because I know this weather update's a little earlier on. So we're going to look at what's going to be happening as we head into the weekend. I'm not really going to, sorry, I'm not going to really go much beyond the weekend because, but I mean, it's not really too much going on. You'll see we got high pressure, and we really won't have much more precipitation probably until the end of next week. So it should be a dry week. And when we look at the upper air, you'll see that trough. There's that trough that we've got that's going to bring in the cold air, and then it's just going to sit offshore and keep us in a northwest flow, which keeps us dry, and we should have nice weather actually because of that. The European probably showing the same thing. Let's go ahead and look at the European. Yes, it does, more or less. So a little bit of different there toward the end of the period, but other than that, fairly close. Let's go back to this, and let's look at the temperature anomaly as we watch the cold air come in, because we're going to have some cold air coming in. So you can see there's that cold air coming into the east that we're going to be dealing with for Friday into the weekend, a little bit below normal, and then we get close to normal as we get toward the end of the weekend, and then probably a little bit above normal by next week. So let's go take a look at the temperatures, and you'll see what I mean with the cool down that we will be experiencing. So here comes the front. You can see it's coming through. We're only going to get into the 40s today. Tonight we are going to drop probably below freezing, probably around 30 degrees. For tomorrow, we will struggle to reach 40 degrees. We will struggle to reach 40 degrees. It'll be quite cold. And then a little warmer for Saturday. We get up more into the upper 40s to around 50, closer to normal. And then we'll have closer to normal weather. It looks like Sunday, maybe a sea breeze. Looks like it's cooler on Long Island and warmer in New Jersey. And then the warmer air starts coming in here is Monday, and we're 50. So we're close to average, actually. A few below normal days. You can see some really warm air that's going to try to come in over here to the west. Look at that, 80s over Delaware. I can stay over there as far as I'm concerned. That's a little too hot. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the dew points as we watch that drier air come in. So the drier air, dew points do drop, and they're quite low tomorrow. I also like this because it displays the wind. So we'll have a northwest breeze, but it won't be wind advisory criteria. I think it'll be a little less than today. But dew points drop into the teens. So it's pretty dry air that we're going to have. And that also stays with us on Saturday. So I'm hoping that will mean lots of clear skies for us. So let's go look at the skies on the GFS, and I've got to use a couple of other models. Now, there's going to be that instability cloudiness, but models have been trending a little less with that lately, so I'm thinking we should have a good deal of sunshine, at least for part of the day tomorrow, before there's a cumulus buildup, maybe later in the day. And then that pulls out, and then Saturday we got to watch for the cirrus, but hopefully we have a nice little gap here where I think we should have a clear day for Saturday, which should be nice. And then more clouds for Sunday, and then we may be in a spot with, like I said, with that low offshore and the junk to the west. We may be in a sweet spot here next week, a narrow sweet spot that may bring us some more clear skies, hopefully. We'll have to see what happens with that. We'll go ahead and look at the NAM as well with that. And the NAM, a lot less with the clouds. You see it actually starts off fairly clear in the morning. Then you see that cumulus build up in the afternoon. But Saturday looks like the day that would be clearer. The cirrus kind of holds off until the evening. That would be the NAM. And I agree with that with the systems. I mean, we should stay in between the systems enough that we should be able to avoid most of the cirrus, I think, for Saturday. This is the RGEM. And the RGEM, you can see it's got like a little clear period for an hour, and then the clouds kind of roll back in. But it would be Saturday that would be clearer. But that cirrus probably will try to roll in probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then we'll have to deal with that. And we'll have to see, though, because then it kind of keeps it around Sunday, and then it thins it out again. So I'll have to see, because you got this storm offshore over here, and the trough offshore, so it's going to keep us in the northwest flow, which should keep the cirrus from advecting in here. So let's hope that's what happens. So let's go look at the model. And this would be the HRRR, which is not a sky. We're not going to look at the sky model, but we're going to just look at the HRRR we'll look at the 12Z run, so it goes a little further out. Because the HRRR was showing something interesting. Yes, here it is. So HRRR seems to indicate more cloudiness, but you'll notice that we may have some snow flurries over the area tomorrow. So yeah, like I said, we are going to struggle to reach 40. It's going to feel like a winter's day for tomorrow. And then that pulls out. So it's just like a little instability there in the atmosphere, steep lapse rates. And I'm guessing the HRRR is not quite as low with those dew points. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little higher with the dew points, so that's probably why it's indicating a little more moisture in the air. Maybe enough for some snow showers or snow flurries. Not enough to accumulate, but you might see some flakes in the sky tomorrow, which, again, we are in April. You can have snow in April. It has happened before, but this will not be an accumulating snow event. So I think with that, we wrap up the weather update. Hopefully we can get into some of this sun. And thanks for watching. Take care.